Alright guys, John Schaefer back with myself, Josh, with Ascension Survival. What we're going to do is we're going to go through all of the numbers for the punches. For example, we're going to start with the jab. Now, your footwork for the jab we're also going to cover. You should not be within kick range. So if John and I are sparring or fighting, we're going to have a little distance. We want to be out of kick range, just out of kick range, okay? So I'm going to have to close the gap to get in here. So I'm not just going to be able to step and throw, okay? I'm not reaching him. So I'm going to have to do a stutter step or a closing step to get some real good penetration. And I'm going to throw the punch just off to the side of his head, but I'm going to step in and then power punch. Boom. See, now I could reach through and hit him. Whereas if I just stepped in once and through, I might be able to touch him, but that's some of the BS that you see in a lot of fights where these guys are just barely touching these guys. I want you to blast through. So if we're facing camera here, what we're going to do is we're going to, again, you're going to push with your back leg, step, push. You're going to keep the distance closed between your right hand and your left hand and lean through just like you're diving into a pool. Okay, so back. Again, when we're going back, I'm pushing away with that lead foot. So jab, step, boom, right in. If I look to my left and I look to my right and I don't see shoulder on my left and my hand on my right, I got some problems. You see a lot of boxing is rotational. Boom. With these little 4-ounce MMA gloves, you're not blocking a punch with your shoulder very easily. It's just not going to happen. So again, jab, stutter step, forward, boom, step, step, one more, step, boom. Okay? Now through movement, a counter jab, whatnot, you're already going to be in position. If John's coming in, he's coming in, boom. I'm actually backing away with the jab, but we'll cover that in another video. So now we'll go 1-2, okay? So what we're going to do first is, again, you're going to initiate the combo with your stutter step for your jab. Step 1, and then what you're going to do now is we're going to blast our hip through, and with this foot, we're going to, I call it squishing the butt. So I'm going to come in, boom. Now, when you're pushing your hip forward, you do not want to close the door because your power is going to rotate, it's going to deflect off. Why throw a straight punch if it's deflecting? It's foolish. So again, it's almost like I'm shooting a bow. So here, I'm here, shoot a bow, straight through. Okay? So again, 1-2 is stutter, 1-2. Okay? Step. Now for your distance with your knees, when you're throwing your 2, you don't want to be even. You want to be about 1 fist width behind. So if John comes in with a 1-2, 1-2, so he's got good stance, he's still got good width. You can't see it from this angle. We'll switch over here. So he comes in, 1-2. He's still got good width with his legs. He's going to, the beautiful thing about this, squishing the bug, he puts his foot down, the rear foot, put your right foot down, he's back in the stance. So that's a beautiful thing. So throw a couple 1-2s, side profile. Yep, you're facing that way or facing that way, whatever you want to do. So push forward, there you go, 1-2. He's leaning through. Good. Go a few more. Good. All right, now that you guys got the 1-2, we're going to start with the 3. 3 is the lead hook. Boom. Okay, now it's not a bodybuilding movement. The mass of your fist multiplied by acceleration, speed, equals force. Period. You can't hit hard if you're punching slow. Not going to happen. I don't care how much you could bench press, how strong you think you are. Seen how many people are super muscular have come into the gym and they hit like weaklings. Like it's pathetic. Yeah. And with that amount of muscle, it's not really that good for this sport because you have to have so much oxygen replenishing that muscle their cardio really diminishes. Unless, you know, there's some guys out there that work super, super hard.
Yep.
It's crazy cardio, and it works. But you want to think about speed. So the best thing to do, thinking about speed, is throwing a ball, right? So if I have a tennis ball in my hand, and I'm going to throw it, boom. I want to throw the ball against the wall here. Boom. Now, all I'm going to do is use my fist. Boom. Okay? So my target is straight in front of me. I'm going to punch through to my elbow and snap it back up. Notice, as I'm throwing my punch, you should kiss yourself on the cheek with your upper deltoid. So we'll throw 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay? Speed it up a little bit. Stutter step. Boom. Back up. Boom. Stutter step. Okay. So the 3, acceleration. Okay. Now our 4 is just the opposite counterpart, the right hook. Okay. So when you're throwing a right hook, your left hook, you almost want to think about, just backtracking a second, you want to think about pushing away. You're pushing your hip. Okay? Your hip should go before your hands. Every single punch is powered by your hip, except for the oddball, the jab. The jab, exactly. Jab is powered by your legs, your movement, your penetration. So for your 4, you're going to be pushing off with your right foot. Push. So this hip should be flipping over. If you see, watch John throw a couple toward the camera. A couple right hooks. You'll see how his hip is flipping in. That's the most important part. Exactly. Good. And he's got his shoulder high. He's just want to kind of kiss yourself on the cheek with the upper deltoid. Now the target is right in front of him. So if you put a target in front, boom, he's going through. He's penetrating through to his elbow and putting his hand right back up to his head. All right. So now if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, let's put that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Okay. So think about, again, throwing a ball. Boom, you want to accelerate. Boom. So when I reach out, I'm sitting here. Boom. Okay? It's almost like you're grabbing a drink. Okay? That same movement. Boom. Okay, but speed. We do a thing called the slap drill, which if John throws a left hook in my hand, he's like high-fiving me. Boom. Right through. Yeah, that's how you start to get some speed. Exactly, right up. Good. But it's all about that acceleration and penetration, plowing through your target. Okay, now another oddball is your 5. So we're going to go through is your overhand right. So the overhand right, as if John is in front of me, is designed to go at an angle and flip in. All around this block, because a lot of people you see like hook, straight. And your mind can comprehend it a lot easier as you see more of them. But again, you want to come in. And you might set it up with a jab, step in, boom. You want to rock it. It's just like spiking a volleyball. So if he's got a hand up here, boom, boom. So same movement. Bah! Right through. So if I have my block up and John's throwing that 5 on me, boom. He wants to come down at an angle and smash my head into the ground as if it were a ball. Okay, one more. So 5, boom. Okay? So let's set up like a 1-5, for example. Boom, boom. Exactly. Beautiful, beautiful punch. Now all that's left is the lead uppercut and the right uppercut. Now, distance matters, okay? So there's 2 uppercuts. We'll cover the 6 first. So a lot of times you could actually, you do a long range uppercut. So if I'm here and I'm gonna come up, it's almost like an underhand jab. It's kind of funky, works really well. But if I'm in tight, so again, we'll do the long range again, sorry. So if I'm here, I'm gonna come, boom, up. Now if I'm in tight, I'm going to come in here, maybe after a 2 or something, boom! I'm going to come up and rip it right up his chest. I could even come inside of his arms, his elbows here, and smack that face. I'm coming in, boom, right, bah. Okay, so if if John's target is here, go ahead and throw a few sixes. Even if my arms are up, he's coming inside there. So if I'm a little farther away, he's got a little long range. Good, good, exactly. And it's a little different with the 7. You could set up the 7, the rear uppercut. Boom, same way. So you can see here, long range, bah. You just come up. You don't ever want to come here and go, you got a huge window. I'm gonna get destroyed by that left hook. Okay, so you want to lower your distance, or lower your elevation, excuse me. So you got the long range, straight up, or if I'm in tight, bah, I want to skim that chest. Boom, straight up. So again, if John is throwing a right uppercut at me, a 7, long range, good. Or if he's real close. Good, nice shot. And there you go. So again, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I messed that one
6. That's okay. 7. Okay. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. There you go. You got the numbers of the punches. Thank you, John.
Hey.